Then question C, question 4C. Discuss 6 basic components of a safety approach to safety in the workplace, 6 marks. So the question required the candidate to discuss 6 basic components, 6 basic components of a system approach, to safety in the workplace. So this question had 6 marks. Now, before we look at the question, it is important to look at the aspect of system approach and the aspect of safety. When it comes to a working environment is potentially risky. It has inherent hazards which must be minimized or eliminated for that matter. So when it comes to issues of systems approach requires that in a working environment, it must be holistic. All areas must be involved in that process of ensuring that the working environment is safe. So the first thing that has to be done in relation to the systems approach, the basic components. So the first one is a safety plan. Now, the safety plan within the organization is supposed to be supported by the top management, which is supposed to provide a policy, a guideline, and this guideline is supposed to be one in the context of the prevailing law, like in the Kenyan situation, the Occupational Safety and Health Act of 2007, and the regulations that are provided in relation to providing guidelines on matters relating to safety and ownership at the top level. And within the organization is supposed to have an internal policy that provides a guideline and a commitment, if possible, signed by the topmost person from the organization and displayed within the organization to show the commitment that these particular organizations have in relation to matters relating to safety from the top to ensure that everyone downwards is able to follow. Then secondly, we have policies, procedures, and practices. Policies, procedures, and practices. It is important that when a safety process is being implemented in a working environment, there must be policy documents which are adopted. There must be procedures. For example, if an accident occurs, what is supposed to happen in the workplace, and there must be practices which are supposed to be standard working practices that are supposed to be used for implementation of the process of occupational safety and health within a working environment to ensure that it works. And then thirdly, the aspects of training and orientation or induction. Aspect of training and orientation or induction. What this implies is that whenever anybody comes to the work environment, whether they are employees or you have visitors, so whether they are employees or visitors, depending on the level of risk that employees or visitors may be exposed to, before they enter that environment, there must be a requirement that they are trained, they are inducted in terms of the risks and hazards involved in the areas where they are going. They are also inducted and trained on how to use, for instance, protective boots, protective clothing, protective instruments, and there are also areas where they are not supposed to go. They are inducted, oriented on this, and tested to ensure that while they are in that environment, should an accident occur, should there be a problem, they also know the evacuation procedures to ensure that the environment is safe and free from hazards, as it were. Then fourthly, there is the aspect of monitoring. There is the aspect of monitoring. It is important that safety policies and procedures and equipment are monitored and by extension evaluated. Monitored and evaluated such that if you have in a working environment arrangements of siren, arrangements of fire distinguishers, you have arrangement of exit doors, exit routes, and so on. It is important to monitor to ensure that they are working and they are in good conditions and workers understand them. So that becomes, that is the fourth point in relation to aspects of basic components of a system approach to safety, and that monitoring is supposed to be on a continuous basis. Then fifthly, there is the aspect of supervision. Supervision on matters relating to safety. It is important that whenever you have put measures in place in a work environment relating to aspects of safety, then there has to be a supervision and a responsibility placed, for instance, for every foreman, for every manager, for every superior in their working environment to be able to supervise workers who are responsible to them and ensure that supervision is done effectively and not just as a routine. And lastly, number 6, the aspect of reporting. The aspect of reporting matters relating to safety. In an organization, there should be mechanisms as to how reports can be done, and this should not only be left to the top management in the organization to be able to report to the board on matters relating to safety, but it should be a going arrangement where if accidents occur, there should be accident occurred books, there should be environments where superiors are informed, employees are brought to their attention, there could be accident boards where this information is put, or the website of the organization, and workers informed, and reports made and action taken for corrective purposes to ensure that the working environment is safe. So these ones are the 6 components that are supposed to be considered in relation to the systems approach to safety in the working environment.